I see these people in these 9 to 5 jobs that are like these low tier jobs, these entry level positions that give no pay, and they're like senior citizens, like they're old. And I'm just thinking to myself, when they were younger, they probably thought in their minds, yeah, man, I gotta just go down this route of like, I just gotta get this job and, just do whatever, and this is all I can really get, but I just gotta keep it. And they're just stuck in there, And I've heard people tell me that too. They're like, man, just lock down this thing and lock down that thing. And it's like, no, like just get that one 9 to 5 job and just do that. And it's like, no. It's like, well, man, you're going to deal with consequences if you don't. It's like, okay, you think I'm doing nothing else? You think I'm just gonna like just do that or nothing else? You think that's the two options we have here? Do this specific job or nothing else? No. And at the end of the day, you know what you're working toward, and you always got to make a decision, right? You always got to make a decision, and there's always going to be something you're losing out on. For example, let's say you're going to do that 9 to 5 thing. What do you get? Stability. Okay, but you get a low entry position. We're talking about, right? Not a good one for a lot of people, right? They don't have a good one. Even if you do get a good one, by the way, let's keep that in mind. If it's something you hate doing, which is a lot of people, okay, you're going to be working every day to live and survive and eat, just to go work, to then go survive and eat, to just go work again, to just go ahead and survive and eat more, and you have no actual life. Sounds amazing. And here's the thing, old people will still tell you this, bro. They will still tell you to do that. Young people, they'll be like, man, I'm a go for my dreams. Older people, bro, they're gonna be like, man, just do it, bro. It's like, I just do it for a little bit. I'm like, you know that's not how it works, right? You don't just do it for a little bit. You're halting everything else. All this other stuff that does matter, you're halting that just to do this thing. This little thing that you're like, yeah, just do that for a little bit. Like, no, for a little bit, you say. No, that little bit becomes a lot. All those people who went in those low entry level jobs that are 80-year-olds now and they're still in that job. Maybe not that old, but still, they old. They probably thought that too. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just do this thing and then do this other thing on the side, and I'll just get my supplemental income on the side with it and just do the main job. And it's like, but the supplemental income didn't work out. They didn't have enough time, or drive, or anything. They were too busy working their 9 to 5 every day on their full-time job on this other thing. They couldn't even do the other stuff, right? Like, oh, well, I've said this before too. I'll spend like 10 minutes or, if you can, every day working on the other goal. Yeah, I mean, sure, that works, you probably have 10 minutes at the end of your day to work on the other goal, but it's not enough time. It takes me 10 minutes to record one of these videos, more than that. That's not enough time. You're going to get there at a snail's pace. We don't got that type of time, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that. We need to now take a stand, bro. I'm not messing with these 9 to 5 jobs, bro. They barely hire you. They can barely even get you in the workplace. And even when they do get you in the workplace, you slaving your life away for no pay. Just to live another day. To do what? To slave away again. That's a waste of life, and everybody knows that. And I'm tired of people continuously telling me that it's not. It's an absolute waste of your life. I'd rather live 10 years doing what I love to do, struggling for that, struggling to do what I gotta do, or rather what I want to do in my life, with my passions, my gifts, and everything. Stuff where I'm actually passionate. You could see the amazingness in what I'm doing. You could tell that this is what I like to do. You could tell that's what I'm good for. I'd rather do that, struggling that 10 years, than having that easy breezy 9 to 5, not even easy breezy for a lot of people, but that stable, easy breezy, you could say 9 to 5 life till I'm 65 and I retire or something. Or maybe it's 50. I forgot the years. Doesn't really matter. You're old. Probably dead before then. I don't have much time here, bro. And they gonna hate you, bro. They gonna hate you. Them old people gonna hate you. Them other people in your life gonna hate you. Them other people gonna hate you. They gonna hate you for that. They definitely going to. They'll be like, man, you stupid. They gonna say it all day. They gonna make the decisions. In fact, they probably should, right? Let's say, for example, you relying on someone right now. Okay, they should make the decision when they want to. They're like, hey, man, you working on your quote unquote dream, and then you relying on me. You tell them, yeah, do I plan on relying on you for the rest of my life? No, but I'm getting up off my feet and I'm using my resources that are available to me. They're like, huh, interesting. You know what they should decide to do, realistically, is get you out of there. Why? Because it makes sense. Doesn't it? It makes sense. They have stability and you're ruining their stability. It's just that simple. They prefer stability. You are ruining their stability, and that's respectable. I'm not even hating on it. That's 100% respectable. You could say all you want, like, oh man, but I'm working on my stuff. No. You're working on your stuff, and that is respectable. You're making your decisions, but they are making theirs too. What you decided is your decision is, I'm going to work on not having that horrible life over here in this 9 to 5 just hellscape. I'm gonna choose to go my own path over here that is more on actually doing what I want to do. And guess what? Maybe it involves some of that type of stuff, right? A little bit of a leg up in a way. And you're like, man, I don't agree with that. If you don't agree with that, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like I said, perfectly valid. It is perfectly valid for you to not agree with that. In fact, most won't. In fact, this might be my most divisive video, because let's be honest, most people probably don't. It is what it is. And I perfectly respect that. I mean, in your mind and in how you're living your life and from what you want out of people, you're completely right. 100%. In fact, I would even agree. Yeah. And for you, what's best for you, 100%. Right. Like I said, in that situation, like you rely on someone else to do that. Like, yeah, I mean, you working on your own stuff, but you rely on someone else for the moment being, let's say. It's like, okay. Yeah, you ain't got no stability. What do you expect? Right now, the reason why I say for them to do that is once they do that, they teach that once they get you out, right? Whatever that is. Now, whatever way it works in your situation, where you now are not relying on that. Let's say now you get to be in the deep end. You may say, well, that's not good. Yeah. What's the alternative though? You either get in the deep end and learn to swim, or you go out and you get stability. You know what happens when the pressure's on? You know what happens? The greats of the greats knew that when the pressure was on, it was time to perform, right? And that's where the real ones are made. When the pressure is on, it's time to perform. That's where the real ones are made. It's do or die time, right? You got put out. Maybe you're down on your luck. Let's say maybe you living out your car. Maybe you ain't even got that. You down on your luck, and man, I just need to get this thing up and running, this business up and running, and I'm good. I just gotta get the business up and running. None of this 9 to 5. I just gotta get the business going. Or I need to get this like degree going. I just need to get my degree and go. By the way, I don't really trust degrees, but yeah, I think you should probably be doing business. But either way, you're like, I need to go get this. By the way, some things are good. Some degrees are good. You just gotta really pick them. But yeah, I'm gonna go get this trade, or I'm gonna go, and it's by what I mean is these things have to be something you actually want to do, and they're going to be, by the way, right? What if your thing is, man, I'm gonna be a streamer, right? If that's it. If that is it, do it, bro. Like I'm gonna get that. Once I get that popping, we good. Get it then. Go get it, bro. Make sure you pop off. Cause sometimes you gotta do it, bro. You gotta decide it is time, bro. It's now or never. It's risky time. And you have to know that for the most part, you're never going to perform unless you have that risk on your head, bro. Unless you know that, hey, man, I gotta get it done. And if I don't, it's up, right? People never even choose to go to those 9 to 5 jobs if they haven't experienced not being able to eat. They wouldn't go to those jobs. And by the way, that might be part of your journey to getting that stream up and running. By the way, that might even be part of it. That might end up being part of it. Be like, man, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time going to this 9 to 5, or maybe like I'm a DoorDash a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do some quick DoorDash, and maybe that's the thing you want to do. By the way, that might even be the thing you want to do is DoorDash. Like I'm gonna do that, and you just do that, right? You don't get much, but you're like, this is what I want to do. Or maybe you like, man, I'm gonna do this thing. It's like 9 to 5 real quick. You know what I mean? And that's what you want to do. And that could be your decision. But like I said, if you don't want to do all that, you're not feeling it, you just hate them, right? Maybe you're like me. You absolutely hate those 9 to 5s. You despise them. They're a waste of your time. They're absolutely grueling and draining because they're just annoying to do. You feel like your soul is leaving you every time you do. You're like, get me away from these horrible places. You gonna realize that the pressure has already been on. It's already been there. You're gonna realize, when you really realize, you're gonna realize, wait a second, I should have been realizing that the pressure had been on, because I never even wanted to go these places in the first place. And the fact that I even got to, or feel that I have to, or this is the stable route, I feel like this is what I got to do. Now I know that the pressure is on to get away from that. A beast is running at you. A lion. Let's say not even a lion, a rhino, and maybe not, definitely a lion. A rhino would just run past you. You can make him stupid. He's stupid. But a lion, he ain't a tiger even. Let's go a tiger, bro. You ain't out running no tiger or out jumping a tiger. A lion or a tiger, one of the two. This tiger's coming at you, going crazy, about to eat you up. You're like, man, but come on, there's stability over here. You know what I mean? There's stability. Let's say the tiger's stability, for example, right? Like on the surface, right? It's like, oh, if I stay near the tiger, maybe, just maybe, it'll protect me from all the other predators. But guess what? That tiger will also have a very good chance of eating you. In fact, it's waiting to. That's the job, bro. It's waiting to eat you up. It looks stability. It looks like, this and that. It's waiting to eat you up, bro. That job you hate. You despise it. You hate it being there. The people annoy you. Everything. Or it's just boring and grueling stuff. Just annoying and a waste of time, bro. And plus, these entry-level jobs about to be out in like 5 years. They're about to be gone. You ain't even gonna have access to them. That's the thing. This stability over here is something like stability, all this different stuff, but are you even gonna get it? Most of us can't even get it, bro, because they have ghost jobs, bro. Could barely even get it. Why you spend all this time trying to get this ghost job? It don't even exist. If you're calling up, hey, answer my calls, you leaving you on radio, on voicemail, or some stupid little hold ringtone thing, some automated bot. Like, you ain't even talking to real people. And it's like, yeah, they'll get back to me one day. No, because that's a ghost job. It don't exist. They ain't getting back to you, bro. I'm apply to this one, they'll get back to me. No, apply to 1,000. You ain't still, well, chances are you ain't gonna get it. And if you do, guess what? You get it, and it's even worse. You see the memes, bro? You see the memes where they say, like, being unemployed, and it has him looking like a guy looking like super sad, and it's like being employed. It's the exact same image. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is for people who keep relying on these 9 to 5s, the stability in their lives, when the stability is really found in God. It's not found in these 9 to 5 jobs. It's found in God. God has the stability that you need. All right. Now, if he wants you to, by the way, if he wants you to go to these 9 to 5 jobs for a limited amount of time, sure, that's gonna be your path. But if God don't want that for you, in the real path over here that's open, this door is actually diving into the deep end, because maybe you need a lesson. Maybe you need a lesson to really get you going. Maybe you need a problem to face so that you can get it going. Maybe you need some struggle, some strife to really get the fire burning. Maybe. You know, for me, I made a deadline, right? A deadline that, of course, if I don't hit it, then I don't hit it. But the point is, I really want to hit it. It's a deadline for 1,000 subs. I ain't gonna tell you it because you won't see it. I'll tell you if I hit it, by the way. I'll tell you if I hit it. Hopefully I remember that. But there's a deadline for 1,000 subs, bro. There's a deadline, and I'm hoping to overpass it. That's what my hope is. That's my plan. That's my plan, is to overpass it. And that's the thing, you gotta have that mentality, bro. Like, I'ma get it, bro. I'ma get it. So like I said, a lot of people are gonna disagree with this video. They're gonna be like, nah, but the stability, man, what, you wanna be in the streets or something? Like, it's like, no, I'm not going to be. It's not because of confidence or overconfidence. It's because I know that drive is there. I know I don't want them 9 to 5 jobs. So if I know I don't want them, I'm not gonna get them. I'm gonna do whatever it takes not to. That's it. You know, like I said, the older folk, people who grew up in the old times, they're used to this stability. Not even just the older folk, even new folk, even younger folk. They're used to the stability, just doing what you got to do, and the stability, whatever. They're used to the stability. And it's like, bro, you was never stable to begin. Your stability is only found in God. You was never stable. You could lose that job at any point, and now you back from riches to rags. Like, you could lose it at any point for any reason. You know how many times I get fired for the stupidest reasons? It's actually baffling. You can get fired for the dumbest of reasons, or they just feel like it one day. You ever seen those game companies that just fire people just because you think, oh man, I got this really good job? Your stability was never there in the first place. Stop acting like this path is to stability. I know I was saying before, oh, it's stability. But let's be real, that ain't even really stability, because you never had the stability within the world. You never will. Stop acting like you do. Like, oh man, but you just gotta do it for a little bit. If that's the path for you, bro, if that's what you want to do. But for me and others who decide just like me, we don't want that mediocrity, that despicable place where you're just doing this annoying 9 to 5 that you hate everything that you're doing. It's a waste of time. We're gonna do something else. We're gonna be more motivated to get other stuff popping, just because we are so done with this annoying place that we want nothing to do with. This despicable hellhole over here that we want nothing to do with. That's simple, bro. It's just that simple. And I'll talk ages and ages about it, bro. Makes more content for me and more for y'all to watch. But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking a stance, bro. I used to not take a stance. When I used to be all, let's just talk about topics casually and like try not to go into specifics or take a stance. No, and I've been taking kind of stances in the past, but not like this type of stance where I know that the opposite is negative, like fully negative, or rather that most people believe the opposite. That most of the world will believe the opposite because they're in the world. There are people who believe you're gonna go for this amazing goal of stability in the 9 to 5. No, that was never stability to begin with. It was never stable. It never will be. So. Yeah, that's why I don't like 9 to 5s, and why I think that even though it can be a hard route, the other path, it has better rewards. Because let's be honest, this non-stable, fake stability path that leads to just unhappiness and just destruction within your psyche, within your soul, because you just hate everything you're doing here. And it's just a waste of your time. You're not doing anything meaningful. You want to do actually something you want to do that you can use your talents for. This whole idea over here of stability is fake, and I want y'all to know that. It always has been, and it always will be. You only really have stability in God, and you need to make something for yourself. That stability, it's never going to exist, but when you have stability in God, when you have that confidence, when you know you can work towards these things to make yourself like actually get where you want to go and do something you actually love to do while also getting money too, guess what? You're going to realize, man, if I fell back to the bottom, guess what? I can get back up and do what I love to do and get paid. Like, that's it. You know you can do that. You know you can work towards it. You know you can get it popping, bro. You know that even if you were you got to the top and you dragged back down to rags from riches. You drag back down all the way down. You know you can get right back up because you need that drive. You need to understand, yeah, I'm not working for the stability over here. That's fake stability. I'm working for something bigger and better. And that's what I'm saying in this video. So if you liked the video, give it a like. Dislike if you didn't. Comment down below what you think, and subscribe for more videos. There's a lot coming out, so you probably see a lot at this point. By the time you see this video, you've probably seen a lot. So more videos coming. You know, you can watch a bunch of other videos before, but for now, watch the video that's on the screen, because that's what YouTube wants you to watch. So go ahead and click on it, have some fun over there, and let's get it.